What is up, people, and welcome back to my Rags to Riches F1 2010 to 2014 career mode. This is the career mode where we go from one of the worst teams in F1 2010, try and work our way up through the field and through the ranks and try and get a drive for one of the best teams in F1 2014. We have done this before, we are going to try and do it again. And this time, hopefully, we are successful. If you did watch the first ever series or season that we did of Rags to Riches, then we just narrowly missed out on the championship thanks to a collision from Lewis Hamilton. Really enjoyed that, mate. But this time around, we are going to try and do it properly. We are going to try and win the championship, and it's a lot harder this time around. So last season, or the last time we did it, in the first season, all we had to do was get 16th or higher, and we got a seat for Williams, and then we went on to win 5 races for them in 2011. So this time around, I've gone for a little bit tougher in 2011 and 2010. I've gone for a Williams seat you have to get 6th or above, and a 4 senior seat is 3rd or above. So it's going to be very difficult to try and get those 2 seats. But at the moment, if we have a look at the drivers' standings, after a 5th position that we got in Australia, we are on 10 points. We're in 10th place. At the moment, that is a Lotus seat for next season, but a disappointing result last round at the Malaysian Grand Prix meant that we finished in 21st place. And, yeah, scored 0 points and didn't really do very well there. So hopefully this time around at the Chinese Grand Prix, we can get a decent result, maybe get a few points on board. And, yeah, let's just see what we can do. So without any further ado, let's head over to the Chinese Grand Prix. Right then, for the first time this season, we have a performance test, and we do want to try and achieve one of these because it will help us improve the car, especially as it's going to give us a new throttle map setting. So hopefully that means we can put it up into rich mix and burn a bit extra fuel and try and beat the other teams around us. Let's get into the R&D objective, and hopefully we can beat that very early on. Here we go, coming down towards the line, and that challenge wasn't even difficult. And I've absolutely smashed Yano Trulli's time as well. So, if it could rain for qualifying in the race, I would very much like that, thank you. So, yeah, if the F1 gods are listening, please make it rain. At the end of that session, though, it did dry up, and we are way down the field in 24th position. But, I mean, that's not really too much to judge upon. We set that lap time in the wet, so I do reckon that maybe I can get into the top 16. Hopefully that's sort of where I'm aiming for once again. So let's head over to the qualifying session. Right, here we go then. One shot qualifying across the line, and away we go. Let's try and set a flying lap here as we've got a cruise. Great. I was hoping to get a rich mix or something like that, but unfortunately I've got a cruise. So that's not good. That's not really going to help us in this qualifying session. It'll help us to save fuel, but saving fuel's not really a problem. So don't even have to worry about that. But let's go set a lap time. Hopefully we can get into the top 16, but we just need to make sure we nail this lap. So far, so good. Nailed every single apex so far. Oh, that corner was not good. But we've saved it. We've managed to hold on. Getting a bit of toe down the straight. Oh, this is a lovely bit of toe from Buemi. Thank you very much, Buemi. I will take that. I've actually nailed that hairpin for once, so that's good news. One corner left to go. Come on. I don't think it's going to be enough for pole. Not really what I was expecting anyway, so that's fine with me. Oh, I thought I messed up that final corner. Maybe cut it a little bit too much across the line. What sort of time is it going to be? 19th place. It's better than what we've had, okay? So it's in the top 20 at the moment. Hopefully we can stay there. Top 20 position in qualifying, and I usually do better in the race. Let's wait and see where that puts us. And there we go, holding on to 19th place, and that is sort of the best that we could have asked for, because if you look at the gap between myself and Jaime Alguersuari, it was 0.5 of a second. So bit of a hefty gap there between the two of us, but in terms of beating the back markers, we are very happy. We beat our teammate in qualifying as well, so really decent result for us. Looking at the pole position, man, Sebastian Vettel, who beats his teammate Mark Webber by 1/10 of a second, so very close between the two Red Bull drivers. So that is your grid ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. Let's head over to the race for the Chinese Grand Prix. It's race day here for the Chinese Grand Prix, and looking at the race strategy for today, we're going to start on the prime tyres. The strategy did work out for us at the Australian Grand Prix, so we're going to stick to it, then switch over to the option tyres for the end of the race, and hopefully we can hold on to a decent position this time around. Let's not make any silly mistakes, and yeah, let's maybe try and get some points here today and improve on that position in the driver's standings. Let's head down to the track and get on with today's race. Here we go then. Sebastian Vettel lining up on pole position, this time leading a Red Bull 1-2. Mark Webber in second. Then it's myself in P19 and Lucas di Grassi way down the field, right at the back in 24th position. Not a good result there for my teammate, but the lights are coming on now. It is 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix, and just wait for everybody to just shoot past me here at the start. I'll see you guys later as we go down in towards turn 1. I've gone straight into the back of Jaime Alguersuari onto the grass, and I've run it wide. Oh, and I've gone in towards the driver's center as well. I've gone onto the grass again. What a start. What a start here at the Chinese Grand Prix. I have made a horrendous mistake, but let's try and get back through the field side by side with Senna. And it looks like we've just about got him, have I? Yes, I have. Right, Karun Chandhok, you are up next, my good sir. Let's try and get him in towards the next couple of corners. Take a nice line through here. Right, that's good. That's right. We're right to the back now, Karun Chandhok. No, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted to put the wing up. Oh, well. I'm sure I'll live. Right, let's try and get Karun Chandhok through the next couple of corners. If I can just stay on the back of him, then maybe I can do something down the straights, even though this car does not have any straight line speeds. I dive up the inside in towards the double left-hander. Still got it. Yes, there we go. Ooh, okay. Nice tasty move there on Karun Chandhok. Was not expecting to go for that. Let's try not to outbrake myself in towards this left-hander. Have I got the two Lotus cars in one corner? Yes, I have. There we go. See you guys later. And I'm already back up into where I started in P19. What a start here at the Chinese Grand Prix. Despite having an awful start, I've kind of made up for it. And by the end of the lap, I'm already up into P19. I could actually be on for getting into P18 if I can just about overtake Jaime Alguersuari, get my braking point right in towards the hairpin, having to go around the outside of Jaime Alguersuari, not able to do anything there. He's got the better line, he had the inside line, and luckily for him, he holds on to the position for the time being. But can he do it through the final corner? Yes, he can. Right, we're gonna put the wing up this time, front aero up, and hopefully that's going to help us through the corners. As we come down in towards turn 1, hopefully we get it right this time, not going to the back of Jaime Alguersuari, around the outside. Oh, lovely. Not lovely. Okay, we've gone off once again. We really need to learn how to do turn 1, because that is definitely not how you do it. Come on, Alguersuari, give me an opening. Give me an opening on the back of him. Oh, I thought I was going to get him away with acceleration, but just not able to do it just yet. That's not a good line either. What am I doing here? Right, come on, in towards these double left-handers. What can I do through here? On the... Oh, nearly lost the back end there, but fighting his car right on the back of Jaime Alguersuari. If he goes defensive, I'm going to have a good chance to go around the outside like I did on Truly and Cova line. And here we go, round the outside of this corner, inside line. Job done. Job done on Jaime Alguersuari, up into P18. He is going to come back at us down this straight, so we do have to be aware of that. But for now, we're up into P18. This is a really, really good start to the race. Okay, then we have a few drivers into the pits. Quite a lot of drivers, 4 drivers in fact, coming into the pit lane. That's good news for me. That puts me up into P14. Right, the question is though, third time lucky, can we nail turn 1 and turn 2? Oh, it looks like we have, as there's a yellow flag somewhere out on track. What has happened here? It's a Renault that looks like it's gone for a spin. That's just headed this train now. I've got Della Rosa. I think that's another Toro Rosso. And then the Renault of... I'm not too sure who it is. It is the Talbot and the Williams, though. As they're going to go side by side. I'm going to try and go for the overtake within the next couple of corners. Maybe... No, I won't be able to go through here. I'm quite slow through these left and right. But maybe through the double right left-hander. I might be able to do something through there. Here we go then. Under braking, and I've messed up. But those two going side by side. You can hold each other up. That's fine with me, as I've run it very wide. But now I'm going to go to the right-hand side on Della Rosa. Can I get Hulkenberg as well? Della Rosa squeezing me around the outside of Nico Hulkenberg. There we go. Oh, okay. That was nice and close with Nico Hulkenberg still holding it around the outside. He's still holding it on the outside line. But there we go, getting the car turned in. These two guys, though, are going to definitely come back at me down the straight. They're still going side by side with each other. If they can fight each other, then they may think less about fighting with me. No, they're not. They're coming back at me now. Down towards the hairpin. Can they do anything? I'm going to brake early. Just make sure that I actually get turned in for the corner. which I haven't done. Somehow I brake earlier, but I go deeper into the corner. How does that work? More drivers into the pit lane, though when I say more, it's literally just one. As Massa comes into the pits, and that puts me just outside the points in P11. Okay, then we have more drivers coming into the pit lane now. Where is this going to put us? Where is this going to put us in the race? P4. P4. This could be a replica of what happened in Australia. Fingers crossed we get some points today. Okay, then we have 2 more drivers. 3 more drivers coming to pit lane. Oh my god, this is not actually about to happen, is it? Yes, it is. We are leading the race. We are leading the Chinese Grand Prix. I think this is the first time so far in the Rags to Riches Season 2 that, I don't know what to call this. The sequel? The sequel. The Rags to Riches sequel. That we are actually leading a lap. And it's only round 4, episode 4 of this series. Wow. We are driving a Virgin and we are leading the race. What on earth is happening right now? We need to increase this lead over Nico Hulkenberg. It's come down a little bit. We've made a few mistakes. And the gap at the moment is 3 seconds. But if we can increase that, and if those guys can hold up the leaders, then we could possibly get some points here today. It's pit stop time here at the Chinese Grand Prix. Let's try and get the car turned in. Let's not overshoot it at all. Alright, what do you mean to get a warning for illegal blocking? I've come into the pit lane. What else do you want me to do? Wow, okay, that was weird. Right, Nico Hulkenberg right on my tail. Not a lot separating the two of us as we come into the pit stop. He's probably going to get the jump on me, unfortunately, is old Nico Hulkenberg. But if it's just him, it should be okay. That's not too bad. Go, 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 go. Go, and we've got out ahead of him. He got held up. That's good news for me. That is good enough for me. Right, as we come out of the pit lane exit. Oh my god, that was a dangerous exit there. The game releasing me so dangerously right there in front of Adrian Sutil, but that's fine with me. I'm up into P14. I think a few drivers ahead of me may still have to come into the pit lane, and I can try and get those guys within the next couple of laps. Oh my god, De La Rosa, what sort of line was that? What sort of line was that through that corner? I mean, if you want to give me 13th place, then sure, why not? Get out of the way. Oh my god, what is wrong with your car? Why are you going so goddamn slowly? And I bet you'll come back at me now, won't you? Yep, here you come. Faster straight line speed. Where are you going to go? You're going to go, which way are you going to go? Just overtake me if you're going to overtake me, mate. Just overtake me, because I'm really, really bad into this hairpin anyway. And I've got the job done. Right, that's good news. A few drivers coming into the pits now, including my teammate Lucas de Grassi. Those guys are going side by side ahead of me as well. As one of them gets forced off the edge of the track, Kamui Kobayashi. And this is going to put me back up into the points. Is it? Yes, it does. 10th position. And I'm right on the back of Kamui Kobayashi as well. Oh my god, I could get more points here today. I could get some more well-needed points in the championship. Up the inside of Kamui Kobayashi. We're still side by side at the moment. He's got the inside line. I'm going to do a bit of a switchback move, which, in all fairness, it doesn't really work in this game because, yeah, we don't really have any acceleration. So maybe doing that was a bad idea. But I'm going to be patient. I'm going to try and get him not there. As I've really helped him out going around the outside of Robert Kubica, though. But I'm going to go for it in towards the double left-hander. So I'm just going to follow these two guys through this long sweeping left-hander. They can go side by side. That's fine with me. In towards the right. If I can just get a good line through here, which I think I have done. Where can I go? Where can I go? Around the outside? Oh, my God. Oh my God. How did I just do that? That is instant replay worthy. That is instant replay worthy. What on earth happened there? Round the outside of two drivers in one corner. And it's a tight one as well. Oh, my God. Can we just take a second to appreciate that? Appreciate that move. Can we just take a second to appreciate that? That was absolutely incredible. Incredible. Going around the outside of a Renault and a Sauber to move up into P8. Oh, Nelly. Let's try and get Rubens Barrichello, though, for P7, because he's in a Williams, so that shouldn't be too difficult. And then Luizzi is in the lead, so he surely... No. He's already made a pit. How is Luizzi in the lead of the race? What on earth is going on today? Right on the back of Rubens Barrichello. I've had a great exit there out of the final corner. How on earth have I done that around the outside? into the final corner. Side by side, Rubens Barrichello. He's much faster in a straight line, but I should be able to get him under braking in towards turn 1. Can I look at getting Lewis Hamilton up the inside into turn 2? Not quite through there, but I'm right on the back of the McLaren driver. What can I do through turn 3 and turn 4? Nothing yet, but I may just settle behind him. Might be able to get him for a move, a dive bomb move, down towards the hairpin though here. But he is a lot quicker than me out of corners. But here we go, round the outside of the hairpin. Has it worked? It may, yes it has. Up into P6 here at the Chinese Grand Prix. Up next is the Renault driver of Vitaly Petrov. Might be able to get him by the end of the race. We've still got 2 laps to go, so we may even be able to get into the top 4, maybe even on a podium position as well. If we can do that, then that would be absolutely incredible in only our 4th race of the Rags to Riches sequel. Here we go, down towards this left-hander. He took a terrible line there. I'm going to go round the outside. Looks like we're going to get P4, which we do. No sweat about it. And there we go, up into P5. Sorry, not P4. Up into P5 on Vitaly Petrov. And what a move that was. Up next is Mark Webber. Can we get the Red Bull driver? And then it's a hunt for the podium positions on the final lap. Oh, no, not the grass, not the grass, not the grass, not the grass. Don't give the position away to Petrov. If I can get 2 P5s in this season. Oh, okay, I'm really struggling for grip right now. Okay, the grip is bad. The grip is bad on these tyres. Okay, we need to be cautious. We need to get this car home in P5 still. Job is not done yet. We are getting closer and closer to Mark Webber at the moment. If we didn't make the mistake, then we may have had a chance of getting him right at the end of this lap. If he goes defensive or anything, we may still have an opportunity. But Vinantonio Luizzi is going to go on to win today's race. I've gone very, very deep into the hairpin. There he goes. He's won the race. The Force India driver has won the Chinese Grand Prix. What a race this has been today. We're going to come across the line, though. It's going to be P5. What a result that is for us. P5 in the Virgin car from 19th on the grid. The strategy working like an absolute treat once again. No mistakes. And it has worked out perfectly for us. A solid 5th place, as Jeff the engineer says. Luizzi gets 1st. Rosberg gets on the podium in 2nd. With Buemi in 4th. And Mark Webber just missing out on P4. There's myself in P5. A really, really good result for myself here today. Another 10 points. That's 20 points on the board at the moment. But unfortunately, that win for Vinantonio Luizzi will probably make sure that he is ahead of me at the moment in the standings. Petrov is currently finished the race in P6 with Lewis Hamilton 7th. Then it's Kubica in 8th. Hulkenberg in 8th, Kubica in 9th, and Kamui Kobayashi finishing in the top 10 and getting the final championship point. Looking further down the field, Vettel way down there in P15. So is Massa and so is Jenson Button in 16th and 17th respectively. Then it's Alonso in 20th, Michael Schumacher in 21st, and my teammate Lucas de Grassi, another terrible result, finishing in 23rd position. Do not know what he is doing in the season, but P5, another 10 points on board, and another fantastic result. What is going on in this season? There has been some crazy races so far, and this has definitely been the one right to the top. This has topped it so far. Vinantonio Luizzi getting the race win here today. Let's have a look at the driver standings. Then I'm back up into P8. I need to get that P6 if I want to get a Williams drive. But there is still a long way left to go in this season. I think there's like 19 races in the 2010 season. So, yeah, there's still a long way left to go. So there's a lot of opportunities to try and get into that top 6 positions. I would have actually been in P7 had someone else other than Luizzi won today's race. But, yeah, it's not really too much of a surprise. I've got a bit of a gap, though, to catch up to P7. 10 points separate me and Mark Webber at the moment. But if we can have more race results like that, we can get the strategy right and no mistakes or anything like that, then we can certainly try and push for a top 6 finish. Vettel still leads the way in the championship. 4 points ahead of Fernando Alonso. But it's Vitaly Petrov in 3rd and Nico Rosberg in 4th at the moment as my controller dies, which is... that's a regular here on the Rags to Riches season. My controller always dying. But let's have a look at the Constructors' Championship. And Red Bull lead the way on 92 points. Ferrari are 30 points behind in 2nd. We are in 8th place. I think we've dropped down, unfortunately, behind Force India there. Yes, we have. Force India were behind us. So we need to try and catch up to Toro Rosso and the Force India team. We are 7 points behind Toro Rosso and 12 points behind Force India. With Williams quite a few points behind us. That's good news there. And Lotus have got a point. And HRT are the only team not to score a single point this season. But I don't think we especially with those 2 top 5 finishes, I don't think we will have to worry about HRT or Lotus at this stage of this season anymore. So that is going to be it for the Chinese Grand Prix. Let's head back to the menus. Did today show what the car was capable of? Do you know what? I think we both have a lot more to give. I think I made a few mistakes here today. So I reckon I could have got maybe P4. Probably not on the podium just yet, but maybe on P4. And with the upgrades coming, if we can run in rich mixed fuel, then yeah, I reckon the car has got a lot more to give. And we could possibly get onto the podium this season. Abu Dhabi is a sure thing. We will definitely get on the podium in Abu Dhabi as long as we don't make any silly mistakes, which hopefully we don't. But Abu Dhabi is a sure thing. If we can get on the podium elsewhere, then that would be a really, really good result. But yeah, definitely think that both the car and myself have more to give. Are we happy with the efforts of the team? I mean, we've got P5, so we definitely can't be faulting them. They've done a fantastic job. So that's going to be the rest of the interviews. Now we've got one more. How does fuel load affect the car? Not really too much at the moment, as I've only got the option to stay in standard or go to lean mix. And I haven't really had any problems. So the car seems to cope with it quite well, to be fair. So I'm happy with that. And how does the team respond to my interviews? Very happy with my interviews and my results. It's it's over 3/4 full, so that's very good. And if we just look at the team driver biography, I've had 2 5-place finishes in 4 races for Virgin Mauritius. What a season we are having so far. What a result those 2 races are. Australia and China. Where's that person in the driver standings? It puts us all the way up there in P8, which at the moment is a Lotus seat for 2011, which we would like to improve on. But Lotus isn't too bad. They are the better ones of the 3 backmarker teams. So hopefully they can still get us a few points. I mean, we've got points here driving for a Virgin in 2010. The worst team on the game. So, yeah, I think driving in a Lotus on 2011, it can't be too bad at all. But that is going to be it for today's Chinese Grand Prix. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and share this video with your friends. But I'll see you next time at the Spanish Grand Prix for round 5 of the Rags to Riches sequel. But until then, it's goodbye from me.